Welcome to 2K Sports for another edition of NBA basketball. We'll see Los Angeles facing Detroit. So Detroit will get the first possession. Now a chance, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. The starting five on the floor. Taking a look at Los Angeles. Russell Westbrook out there with Dwayne Wade. Then it's Tracy McGrady. Then there's Kevin Love. And it's Howard in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
Now, here's Thomas following the shot by Tracy McGrady. Thomas kicks to LeBron. Knocked loose. The dive for the ball. And that's out of bounds. Detroit will retain possession. So it's Detroit now. Off the screen. Back to Dumars. Outside Thomas. Howard setting the pick for Thomas. The dish to Howard. Clock at 6. Feeds it to Thompson. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires.
And those are the first points of the game.
Nice hoop to get the scoring started there.
McGrady. Money from the wing.
I like the recognition of the mismatch there, immediately making the defense pay.
Ball's knocked loose. The finish. And Westbrook throws it down.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case, it looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Yeah, I remember GA as an irritant. And this guy, much like Greg, creating havoc out there. How in the world did they let him get that wide open?
They got to watch out, Clark. Those kind of defensive lapses early in the game can start to snowball for a team.
The first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. Up off the screen. And the dunk by Westbrook.
And really, he epitomizes what a point guard should be. I mean, his skills as a passer might actually be matched by that creativity he shows around the rim.
Well, judging by that jam, Greg, I'd say you're absolutely right.
Boy, that's a nice surge for them just when they needed it in a game that was so tight.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
Thomas grabs the board.
And you're just not going to see him do that very often. Usually when he rises up, there's a guarantee it's going down.
Now here's Westbrook. Wade has the open look. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. Wade's got himself going there, his first points of the game on the deep ball. Love against James. A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Got that bucket in no time at all. Love's got his first 2 points.
Could be the first of a lot of mid-range jumpers that we see from him.
Especially if the defense continues to be lackadaisical and lazy as it was right there.
Now here's Thomas. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. James dishes to Thomas. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. So Detroit going with an almost entire new group here. Marc Gasol is checked in for Howard. Anthony comes in for James. Sean Marion, he's checked in for Thompson. And it's Payton in for Thomas. Hardaway's checked in for Los Angeles. And then Hardaway with the dunk.
And what a beautiful way to polish off that sequence. Just strong at attacking the rim.
That just puts a little more momentum on their side, don't you think?
Absolutely.
The defense got to tighten up now. I mean,
that's how you attack. Wow.
Oh, man.
Timeout.
My.
Nice bucket there. I mean, they are playing really, really smart basketball.
IQ basketball, smartphone basketball, whatever you want to call it. Even though the lead's not that large, they're still in charge right now.
And offensively, they've been struggling. He just wants to get them back into a good flow and stop forcing shots.
Well, Greg, the misses started piling up. Things kind of snowballed on him in that regard. This is a good timeout to kind of calm his guys down and hit the reset button.
And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. Marc Gasol's checked in for Howard. Pierce comes in for Kevin Love. Worthy's checked in for McGrady. And it's Hill in for Dwayne Wade. Marion passes to Gasol. Then Gasol with the dunk.
And Wade to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking.
Well, I tell you what, he loaded up as much power as he could behind that two-hander.
Anthony left side. He dishes it to Dumars. Left side Gasol. Stolen by Pierce. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. Then Gasol with the dunk.
And that's the kind of play you just do not want to give up defensively. You lose the possession and give up a quick two at the other end. That's losing basketball.
Especially when you can't afford to give up any buckets. That's a nice lead now.
1 second left. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Los Angeles leads by 8. And the second quarter will be on the way when we come back. And the first quarter is in the books. Second about ready to get underway. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for Los Angeles.
Tell you what, guys, they're showing us a lot of energy early on and racking up those fast break points.
And also, they're jumping on a lot of turnovers, making sure they turn them into points at the other end.
They've got Marc Gasol. Marion is out there with Anthony. Then there's Thomas. And it's Payton in at the 1 spot. That's the group for Detroit right now. Chalk up 2 there. Gasol's got the first basket of the second quarter for Detroit.
And that's a great play on the backboard for him. I mean, it's what we expect. All his second chance points do not come by accident.
Here's Payton. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
Terrific job that time defending at the rim. I mean, it's not an easy task stopping that fella when he's headed to the bucket like that. Good job.
moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
And Greg, you know nothing makes a coach happier than selflessness on the basketball court.
Hardaway with the steal. Kicks it to Worthy.
He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in, build up a lead, and here we go, baby. It is showtime.
And why not? A little salt in the wound. The more plays they make like that, the more they'll have these guys reeling and on the ropes.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
And hammering down the two-hand slam.
Really piling on the lead with a dunk like that.
To end the run, Hill pulls it in. Out to Marion. And the three off target. Los Angeles leading by 14. Hardaway with it. Now Payton defending.
And the big lead becomes bigger. They are playing with purpose here tonight, guys.
And they're doing it at both ends of the floor. I mean, that's what you like to see. They've been controlling the action from both ends of the court.
Yeah, the offense seems completely in disarray.
Exactly. But at the other end, it's one bucket after the other. This run is getting out of hand right now.
Out to Marion. Takes the three. That's good. And it's Payton with the assist. Marion's got his first 3 points of the game.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
A different look here for Detroit. Channing Frye's checked in for Anthony. LeBron comes in for Sean Marion. And it's Thompson in for Isaiah Thomas. And the basket is good. Wade's got 5 points so far.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Yeah, they have really owned the interior. You've got to collapse that defense and force them to beat you over the top.
Payton can't get it to go.
Oh, man, you know he'd love to have that one over.
Artest, good.
Boy, they've gone on this run, and ball movement has been a big key.
It really has, Clark. The defense unable to react as quickly as necessary in terms of dealing with their passing.
They've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball into the paint.
Clearly, they've been the aggressors thus far when it comes to attacking the interior in this first half.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Payton drives in. To the paint. And finished off by Gasol.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg.
Well, I like the way he capped off that drive. The one-hand hole punch.
Westbrook kicks to Abdul-Jabbar. Knocked away. It's taken away by Payton. Drops in the breakaway layup. Payton's got 4 points now in the quarter. And the foul called on Russell Westbrook. That's his first foul.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
No question about it. No flop there. That was a direct shot to the chest.
Howard's checked in for Detroit. Dumars comes in for Channing Frye. Marc Gasol's checked in for Los Angeles. McGrady comes in for Dwayne Wade. Here's Abdul-Jabbar. Floats in the hook shot. Abdul-Jabbar's got his first points of the game.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
I think they've really got to start committing more bodies down low and really kind of close that area off defensively.
James dishes to Payton. Good, and the assist goes to James. Payton's got 7 points in the game.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Dime-dropping delights is what I call it.
Yeah, it's a nice pass. I will give you that one.
Yeah, he was on the money, that's no doubt.
Just not enough bodies on the glass right there, and they paid for it.
Well, Greg, I know you're a little guy, but you know what it means to box out, and it's an effort thing and a mindset deal. You've got to get your body between that other player and the ball.
Welcome back, everybody. Third quarter just about to get going here in what has been so far a runaway game. We've seen Penny Hardaway really having a great game.
The way he was able to attack the rim in that first half, defenders are going to need to start building walls and being connected defensively if they want to have any chance to stop him.
Now, come on, Greg. That's much easier said than done when he's the penetrator. I mean, his speed and agility make him extremely tough to cover.
Taking a look at Los Angeles. Tracy McGrady is out there with Kevin Love. Then there's Dwayne Wade. Then there's Russell Westbrook. And it's Howard in at the 5 down low. And the basket by Thomas. Los Angeles leading by 13.
My goodness.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either.
Boy, and I used to love going up and jamming it down like that, guys.
And the foul called on Russell Westbrook. That'll be his second foul of the game. Detroit making a switch here. Marion's checked in. And Los Angeles making a change here as well. Hardaway's checked in for Russell Westbrook. Marion with it. Now McGrady defending. James, no good.
Still a bit chilly from the field at the start of this third quarter. 1 of 4 so far.
Yeah, but they're 3 of 4 to start the second half.
To the middle. And stolen by Howard. Shot by McGrady. No good that time. And Detroit the other way now. Here's LeBron. Thomas gets a wide open look. They get it back. A second chance effort. Back to Howard. Puts it up from 12. Will not go. This is off the front iron. Here's McGrady. Los Angeles with another miss.
And whether he's a great off-balance shooter or not, the lean is probably not the best option on that shot.
LeBron, good.
That was simply a defensive breakdown there, Kevin. He was all alone for that shot. It was a warm-up jumper.
And that one, good.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
To the inside. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Yeah, just solid work on the back end of that play.
Yep, you're right. Finished hard with 2 hands on that stuff.
Yeah, highly efficient. Nothing extra special there. Just effective.
It's hauled in by Dwayne Wade.
It's been a real difficult game for him offensively, and it's cost him.
It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. Love kicks to Wade. Back to Love. And it's off from 3-point range. Detroit trails by 18. Dumars the pass to LeBron. The shot, no good. Great D that time from Howard.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly. Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
5 straight baskets, Greg, resulting from assists. They're playing as one unit out there.
And it's Howard finishing it off.
Boy, you got to love that assist by LeBron.
Los Angeles calls timeout.
And you can tell they're just a little out of sync. I think he just wants to get everybody back on the same page.
Yeah, I like this timeout, Greg. I think it's a good one because it looks like they need a minute to talk things through here.
Here's what Detroit's going with right now. Marc Gasol is checked in for Howard. Anthony comes in for James. Klay Thompson, he's checked in for Joe Dumars. And it's Payton in for Thomas. Payton dishes to Gasol. And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession. .104 left in the third. Here's McGrady. Doesn't go that time. And Detroit the other way now. Payton kicks to Gasol. Dishes it to Carmelo. Goes up the baseline. Excellent D there from Pierce. And the foul on Carmelo Anthony. That is his first foul of the game. Los Angeles leading by 21. Floats one. Worthy with it. And it's Marion picking him up. That one falls. Worthy's got his second bucket.
They haven't been as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. They're playing smart with the lead. I like that. They're being very selective and deliberate in their offense. That's a good strategy when you're on top.
Here's Payton. Anthony, the pass to Payton. Inside. Gasol with the steal. Moving it up. And Paul Pierce with the slam.
Just a great job of attacking on the break.
Yeah, you know, exploding to the basket like that, Greg, just as soon as...
The 3 quarters of play all in the books, and this one all but over already. Los Angeles on top as they end the third quarter with an energy burst, a 19-7 run. Don't go anywhere. The final quarter is coming up next on 2K Sports. Welcome back as we get ready to start the fourth quarter. Not exactly a nail-biter here, but you never know. Channing Frye out there with Anthony, and it's Wilcox in at the 2. That's the group for Detroit right now.
You know what? You've got to always be in control of your emotions.
Straight frustration right there, and I agree with you. Self-control of your emotions, a must-have if you're going to play winning basketball.
Here's what Detroit's going with right now. Dwight Howard's checked in for Tibor Pleiss. James comes in for Channing Frye. Dumars, he's checked in for C.J. Wilcox. And Thomas subbed in for Hunter. Westbrook dishes to Abdul-Jabbar. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Chemistry at its best. An unreal alley-oop.
Yeah, you're right. The pass, the catch, the dunk, all of it perfect.
And it all had to be, Kevin, because that's not nearly as easy as they made it appear.
Channing Frye's checked in for Anthony. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Abdul-Jabbar kicks to Artest. And there's the call on Howard. That is his first foul of the game. Westbrook passes to Artest. Westbrook kicks to Abdul-Jabbar. And there's the call on Howard. That'll be his second foul of the game.
They are really struggling with fouls, Kevin. It's still early, but one more foul, and they're over the limit.
Westbrook dishes to Wade. Takes a 3. Another miss by Westbrook. Detroit with the ball. James outside. Back to Thomas. Just 5 to shoot. There's the pick. Detroit needs to get off a shot. And Frye slams it in.
Boy, he made a nice little bounce pass there. We call that the pocket pass, and he did it well.
Westbrook. And it's sent back by Howard. And the foul called on Russell Westbrook. That's his third foul of the game. Anthony's checked in for Detroit. Los Angeles making a switch here. Howard kicks to Thomas. Screen by Howard. Off the screen. And yes, it's good.
Looked like he was trying to go for a degree of difficulty points on that shot.
There's the feed to Howard. Pass to Love. And the dunk by Love.
You know, didn't need 2 hands for that slam. One will do just fine.
You're right. He can save the other hand for the next time.
Yeah, I like the variety, though. Nice to switch it up.
Westbrook with the steal. And it's sent back by Howard. Thomas up top. He's covered by Westbrook. Bounces high off the rim and drops. 8 points for LeBron.
That's a clean look they gave him there, fellas, and he drains those.
And the foul on Dwayne Wade. That's his first foul. Thomas with the ball. Howard, the pass to Thomas. Back to Howard. And Howard with the stuff.
Oh, and look at how well he led him in there. Really, he passed him open for that deuce.
Now let's take a moment to get your guys' take on the scoring so far for Los Angeles.
Well, they forced a decent number of turnovers in this one, fellas, and they've turned most of those turnovers into points.
Yeah, but they've also done a great job of playing in space, getting out in transition every opportunity.
And a wide open look for James. Another three for Detroit.
He can be a forgotten man in their offense sometimes, but the D still has to keep an eye on him.
A shot by McGrady, no good. Detroit trails by 18. Thomas dishes to James. Good D from Love. Here's McGrady. And that comes off the assist by Dwight Howard. Howard's got 6 assists in the game.
And they're going to have a hard time climbing back into this game if they continue to defend like that.
Well, they're quite aware of the damage he can do from the perimeter and still not making the kind of effort needed to challenge him on the shot. That's inexcusable.
Stole Mars. And here comes Thomas leading the fast break. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Here's Westbrook. And finished off by Westbrook.
That one will seal the deal there. They've exploded here at the end.
Boy, I love the serious killer instinct they've shown, finishing strong.
Here's LeBron. Softly drops in the floater.
The offense has clearly kicked into gear. The question, though, is it just a little too late?
Yeah, I think it may be, Greg. At least they're finally showing some signs of life offensively. Too bad I think it's past the point where it'll do much good.
A different look here for Detroit. Channing Frye's checked in for LeBron. And Wilcox is subbed in for Joe Dumars. Westbrook with the steal. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. And the whistle blows as the basket counts and a three-point play chance right here. One free throw coming up.
And that's sort of been the story here today, hasn't it?
Yeah, you know, stops have not been easy to come by for them. To me, it looks as though they've been lost defensively.
Over to the wing. Hunter kicks to Thompson. Gasol with the steal. And they're moving it up. Ahead. Westbrook wide open. He fires. No good. So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it